And hello there, folks. This is Uncle Troy, making another little trip down the Uncle Troy Presents Subscriber Hall of Fame, because I believe all subscribers deserve a little bit of recognition. Starting with subscriber number 1 here, TechDolphin, and going all the way down to, drumroll please, well, however many we have here now. And if you have a fast enough video card and a good enough internet connection, you may notice your name. So down here somewhere around, let's see, which one did we last look at? I think it was, yes, Psycho Killer. Yeah, Psycho Killer. So here we have number 58, Flex Mods 1. Diamonds to you, sir. Number 59, Chieftain of Music. Welcome aboard. Number 60, Le Video Bro. Bonjour. Assuming you're French. Number 61, a new user. I swear I got an email from YouTube that said a new user has subscribed to your channel, but we can't tell you what his channel name is or what his YouTube username is or whatever, because he hasn't set up a YouTube account yet. So we just called him a new user. So welcome, new user. I'm sure you know who you are. And diamonds. Number 62, Gherkin 509. Welcome aboard. Number 63, Joan the Fisherman. I think that should be Jones the Fisherman, but I looked at his channel twice, and it is Joan the Fisherman. Number 64, something something fantastic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Couldn't fit it all in there. Couldn't figure out where to divide the name or whatever, so you ended up with that. And somewhere in the last couple days, I've ended up with 20,000 video views. How the heck did that happen? It seems like just a month ago I was up at 15,000, and here we are at 20,000. 64 subscribers, or 63 or 68, depending on where in YouTube you want to figure. But that just blows me away. 20,000 video views. 20,000 people at some point or another have watched a video. Some may have watched one more than once, and I'm like, what are you, crazy? But we've got room for a few more subscribers out that way, so feel free to subscribe. If you don't feel like subscribing, fine. Just watch the videos and enjoy them. Also, please hit the like button if you like the video, and leave me comments. I always enjoy reading feedback. Alright, now on with the show.
This is longtime gamer Venry Fairden introducing Uncle Troy's Minecraft videos.
And thank you for that wonderful intro. This is indeed Uncle Troy, and we are playing a little Minecraft today. Let's go check out what has changed in the multiplayer server. As you can see, we have a private server, and check a few episodes back to see how to make your own private server. And it looks like we have some new things here. Oh, by the way, I'm recording this commentary after the fact because I forgot to turn my microphone on, basically. Turn around. Well, first I want to see what else has been done around here. Looks like somebody has gone a little crazy with the vines. I liked vines when they were first added, but I think they're just a little overdone now. And I think there ought to be some kind of a limit on how far they can grow. And I think I was gesturing there because I was, okay, let's see, I remodeled the Dwarf Fort, figured if Tech wouldn't finish it, I would enjoy Steph or Steven. P.S. Look out, I'm too lazy to add guardrails. You step out here, it says, fix your game, gens. It says, by the way, if you play Skyrim, you know dwarfs leave traps in forts. Well, I don't play Skyrim, but what I do play, well, actually, I never played Dwarf Fortress either, but I have read about the game and know that they like to place traps. Okay, I think about this point I decided I would check out the Dwarf Fortress. Oh, but first I wanted to check out my skeleton spawner over here. As you may remember from earlier episodes, somewhere right around over here, we have a skeleton spawner real close to the surface. And if I'd known this one was over here, I wouldn't have built a skeleton spawner at the other one. Skeleton spawner trap at the other one. But as you can see, I've been attempting very slowly, very carefully, to spread grass down here. Why? Well, because as I've explained in a previous video, this thing shows as a pig spawner. And playing the multiplayer game here, it'll never spawn pigs because the multiplayer server handles the spawning itself. But if a man were to, say, use the world downloader to download a copy of this multiplayer server or multiplayer world and play it in single player version, then perhaps that would spawn pigs because it shows as this pig spawner. Oh, just saw some grass grow there. And I wonder at what time I actually do start the world downloader here. Let's skip ahead. Nope, there it is. I should have took better notes if I was going to come back and add more commentary after the fact. So, we are now downloading a copy of this world, and you can look for my world downloader review episode if you want to see how that works. But right now, on my local hard drive, all the data that the multiplayer server is sending me is getting copied down, and so we can come back later and check that out. So, I said I was going to check out the Dwarf Fortress after I eat. The only reason I have all these melons, by the way, is because I was testing out a new melon farm design the other day and picked up quite a few. Alrighty. No safety rails. We are not OSHA compliant. The only reason I make a big deal about that is, one, I think it's funny, and two, part of my job is to make sure everything is safe and compliant and whatnot. And I'm getting some lag here during the playback. I hope it's just my computer and that not that this video is going to be laggy for you. Alright, doop-de-doop, and hello. I see pressure plates. I see a lot of pressure plates. I wonder if I can sneak down here and get past these. Come on, easy to... Nope, doesn't look like it. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. We are not going to explore down there just yet. We are going to go up here and see how things look. As you can see, this is a pretty large hill we're on here. It looks like we've got some walkways down there. Some other buildings. Okay, nice little extra floor here. A little dark over here, though. Take care of that. Doop. And what else do we have? Ooh, lots of nice walkways up here. And over here we have, holding down shift as if my life depended upon it, we have a diving board. That's a quick way back down. I may have to take advantage of that here in a minute. Now, also keep in mind that we did not start out saying Stephen V25 would be making this Dwarf Fortress. Actually, TechDolphin came up with the idea of making a Dwarf Fortress. He found this area. Well, actually, he and I found this area. You can look back at the earlier episodes to see our adventures in trying to find a nice area to build. And he decided that this would be a good place to build a fancy fortress of some sort, probably a dwarf fortress, because he was in kind of I'm a dwarf mode. And I think up here was actually going to be, oops, end of the episode, stand by. And we're back. Okay. Actually, what Tech had decided was that this area we're building in now would be one of the guard towers, and the actual dwarf fortress would be underground, I think, is what he decided. Whee! Splush. Okay, good. It occurred to me about halfway down there that maybe that wasn't the best idea because maybe the water wasn't deep enough down there. It has to be at least a couple or three blocks deep for you to be completely safe when you're falling a very long distance. Let's sleep and get rid of the darkness here. Okay, let's check out some more of this Dwarf Fortress here. For those of you who are new, thank you for joining me. I generally record commentary while I'm recording the episode, so it's got a live feel to it. For a long time there I didn't. I always recorded afterwards, but I tried to pretend like I was recording with, just to make things more interesting. If you're a new subscriber and you want to go back and see all my episodes, I would advise not, because it took me a while. Ooh, spider. Die, spider. No particular reason for that. I just like shooting things with my arrows. If you want to go back and watch the old episodes, I suggest starting somewhere around episode 30. The mushroom caves, mushroom caverns. Ooh, I have mail. Because that's when I kind of got in my stride. I kind of hit the style that I liked, and what I think sets me apart from some of the other Minecraft video makers. There's a lot of pretty country around here. I'm glad we found this area, and I'm kind of sad that with every update, the terrain generation changes. So even if you had our seed, you would have to figure out exactly which version of Minecraft we were playing at the time when we generated this map to get this exact terrain, which is part of the reason why I don't have the seed mentioned in every episode. I believe about this point it's about the third time in the original commentary that I said Steven V25 has entirely too much free time on his hands. I mean, I wonder what that kid does for a living. I mean, me, I work 12-hour shifts. I do not always have time to play Minecraft every day. In fact, I woke up just a little bit early today, which is why I'm trying to record this commentary. And a ladder, there it is. And not that I'm complaining, because he's put in a lot of work in this, and it looks really nice. Now, of course, being me, I would have cooked a bunch of this cobble and made everything. Hey, you can shoot squid through the water. Good, I wasn't sure about that. I would have cooked a lot of this cobble and made it into plain stone, so that everything would be nice and smooth. I know Tech spent a lot of time cooking up there. Too many vines, way too many vines. Tech spent a whole lot of time trying to cook enough stone to make everything all flat and neat and level and smooth, and other adjectives that I don't really, I'm not awake enough this morning to really talk about. Alright, over here is what I call the Pirate Cove, or Piratey Cove, I think. I said this would be a good place to build a base. Excuse me, I got a sneeze coming on. And we're back. We figured we could make a base in the shape of a pirate ship built out in the water, and that would be a nice use of that space, because it looked to me like some kind of cove where a pirate ship would pull in the dock and hide away from the other ships. And I think this is when I realized I'd gotten turned around and I was heading back the way I was. And oops, here are some pressure plates, which I think I stepped on one of them, so I came back here out of the way just in case it was setting off some TNT or something. But no. Alright, back. Nope. Okay, so apparently those pressure plates don't really do anything. Which reminded me of a complaint about some pirates in pirates movies, is they never actually do any pirating, and are often referred to as the pirates that don't do anything. Alrighty, so those pressure plates either aren't hooked up yet, or some glitch of multiplayer, or I'm very lucky. Let's see, I think at this point I decided to go over here and look at the Pirate Cove some more, because there were some more walkways over this way. And I've apparently forgotten that I can sprint. Yes, exciting, pulse-pounding action here, isn't it? But the, oops, ran out of footage again. Stand by. And yes, I am better at editing things than this. I just thought I'd give you a little bit of my experience, how I experience things when I'm editing. So there's a lot of water over there, and so it makes it kind of, just kind of right that all that water over there would lead into this little secluded area. Why, it's some kind of sea cow. Lots of cows for some reason. But anyway, that the pirates could go out there and sail the open seas and then come in here and keep their ships safe at night. And I believe this is one of the many waterfalls we found in the area, splush, that caused us to choose this area for a base to begin with. Lots of nice, scenery. Epic mountains. I think they call this biome the extreme hills or something like that. And as I said, the terrain generation seems to change with every version that comes out, so we'll probably never see this particular set of mountains again. Alright, this is going to take a minute, so let me fast forward a bit. Oh no, a skeleton! And we're back. Okay, I think about, yeah, there we are. So about this time, I think I got attacked by another skeleton. But luckily, I have me my mega awesome super sword here with sharpness and flame aspect. And of course, I have my diamond armor with projectile protection. So a single skeleton is not really a problem for me. Multiple skeletons, I suppose, could wear me down if I couldn't get to them fast enough. Alrighty, so now I think it is time to try the trap here. Easy does it, and okay. It took me a minute to figure out what was going on. I thought he was really, really clever and had somehow gotten cave spiders up to this level from a mine shaft or something, but no, actually he managed to make some poison potions and stick them in dispensers behind the walls. I think there's a glitch where you can put dispensers behind a wall and they can shoot through at least one block. So that is what he did, and that's actually pretty clever, because I would have just stuck arrows in there or something. Alright, let's wait a second for our health to respawn. And if I knew we were going to be fighting against poison traps, I would have brought some potions of regeneration or instant healing or something, instead of just, wandering around. And I think I may have said something clever during all this, of course, but all that commentary is lost because, as I said, I forgot to turn the microphone on. Alright, let's just run by. And it turns out if you run through there fast enough, you do not get hit with a potion. So all that build-up was for naught. Too many vines. I feel like I'm in an old horror movie where you gotta go through the cobwebs. Hello, Mr. Zombie. Technically, I had my microphone on the whole time I was recording this, but I had set fraps to... hello, another pressure plate. I wonder what it does. I'd be a fool to walk across that pressure plate, wouldn't I? Especially since I can get right by it, but hey, let's give it a try. Ow. I have been poisoned. Actually, I had the microphone turned on. I had it plugged in. All the things, you normally check. But I had been recording some video. The previous time I'd recording some video, I was using a chat program, and I was only recording. I'd set fraps to only record. No healing potions in here. I was setting fraps to only record when I pushed a push to talk button on the chat program, and I'd forgotten I had set that setting. Oops. A cliffhanger. Will Uncle Troy jump to his death? Tune in a moment to find out. No, apparently I decided just to turn around and go back. So, another high jump. Oh yeah, I remember debating, will I fly out far enough to not land on the rocks below? Whee! Splish. Okay, so that is the tour of the Dwarf Fortress. I'm sure Steven's going to do more work on it, but this is enough for now. And as I said, I recorded some commentary live when I was watching this, or when I was exploring this for the first time, and I'm sure it was much more clever, but that was last night when I was late, almost asleep, and so I don't really remember what it was about. But so we have traps in the forts, so remember that. Okay, let's see. I think this is about the point where I started talking about future plans for the show, what we're doing next episode and whatnot. Complaining about melons not giving you enough food. But let's skip all that and go to something I recorded just a little bit later. Just a little bit later, I ended the game that I was playing there, and I loaded up the single-player version, and I loaded up the single-player world that World Downloader was creating from my multiplayer experience. And I found that, sure enough, this skeleton spawner down here, when loaded in a single-player world, is indeed producing pigs. And I knew that would happen. I'd read that that would happen. From my understanding of the Minecraft code, that was the only thing that could have happened. And yet, somehow, I was pleased and surprised when it actually happened. But this does back up my earlier assertion that in multiplayer, those are indeed pig spawners as far as your single-player client is concerned. And it's just the multiplayer server. Oops, didn't need that block there. It is just the multiplayer server that is generating the skeletons for you. And we have entirely too many pigs here. And it would be a mean, cruel, heartless person who would go around slaughtering innocent pigs. Yes, mean, cruel, heartless, to slaughter all these poor, defenseless, tasty, tasty pigs. Have I mentioned that Minecraft is a bad influence on me, and that I'm actually a very nice person, very kind to animals? Not a vegetarian by any means, mind you, but, you know, I don't go for heartless cruelty to creatures. Anyway, so, hey, good. More pigs. Woohoo. And I think I might have made some kind of Charlotte's Web joke here and then realized that most of my viewers are probably too young to have read Charlotte's Web in school and probably have no idea what I'm talking about. So, as we sit here and watch the pig spawner do its thing, this is Uncle Troy signing out. Please have a good night.